Welcome back to AFT Dice Season 5. It is round 5. Let's go to the first game. It is Essendon versus Melbourne. Let's go to the first quarter. And the first quarter is nearly done. All right, the first quarter's done. Melbourne have kicked 5-2 to Essendon 3-1. Let's go to the second quarter. Melbourne's in front by 13. Second quarter, even. 5 goals, 5 apiece. At halftime, Melbourne are leading by 13 points. Let's go to the third quarter of this game. Well, Melbourne kicked 6 goals, 1 to Essendon 4-6, and Melbourne are leading by 20 points at three-quarter time. Let's go to the last quarter. And the last quarter, Melbourne have won by 41 points. They've kicked 5 goals, 1 to 1-4 in the last quarter. Melbourne final scores 21-9, 135 to Essendon 13-16, 94. All right, let's go to the second game. It is North Melbourne versus Adelaide Crows. So we've got Adelaide Crows second on the ladder, North Melbourne 14th. First quarter's done. Adelaide have kicked 6 goals, 2 to North Melbourne 5-3. Let's go to the second quarter. 5 points of difference. North Melbourne have kicked 2 goals, 4 in that second quarter to Adelaide 1-1, and North Melbourne are in front by 4 points at halftime. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, even 2-1 apiece. North Melbourne are in front by 4 points at three-quarter time. Let's go to the last quarter. And the last quarter, North Melbourne kicking 6 goals, 6 to Adelaide 3-5. And in the end, North Melbourne have won by 23 points. All right, let's go to the third game. It's Collingwood versus Hawthorn. First quarter, Collingwood have kicked 6 goals, 6, 42 to Hawthorn 2-5, 17. 25 points up, Collingwood in the first quarter. Let's go to the second. Second quarter, Collingwood kicking 5-6 to Hawthorn 2-3. And at halftime, Hawthorn are down by 46 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, Collingwood have kicked 5 goals, 4 to Hawthorn 1-2. And at three-quarter time, Collingwood are up by 72 points. Let's go to the last quarter. Last quarter, Collingwood kicking 6 goals, 1 to Hawthorn 2-5. And in the end, Collingwood have won by 92 points. All right, final scores, Collingwood 22 goals, 17, 149 to Hawthorn 7-15, 57. All right, let's go to the fourth game. It's Brisbane Lions versus GWS Giants at the Gabba. First quarter, Brisbane have kicked 5 goals, 4 to GWS, 2 goals, 3. And Brisbane are up by 19 points at quarter time. GWS have kicked 6 goals, 3 to Brisbane, 4-6. Half time, Brisbane are up by 10 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, GWS have kicked 3 goals, 5 to Brisbane, 3-2. And at three-quarter time, it is 7 points the difference. All right, let's go to the last quarter. See who wins. And in the end, GWS have got over the line. They've kicked 6 goals, 3 to Brisbane, 1 goal, 5. Final scores, Brisbane 13-17, 95 to GWS, 17 goals, 14, 116. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Gold Coast versus Sydney Swans. Sydney Swans have got out by 6 points, 19-13. Let's go to the second quarter. Second quarter, even 4 goals, 4 apiece. At halftime, Sydney are up by 6 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, Sydney have kicked 2 goals, 4 to Gold Coast, 1 goal, 3. And Sydney are up by 13 points. All right, let's go to the last quarter. See who wins. And in the end, Sydney have won by 23 points. Sydney kicking 3 goals, 3 to Gold Coast, 1-5 in the last quarter. Final scores, Gold Coast 8-13, 61 to Sydney, 12 goals, 12, 84. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Western Bulldogs versus West Coast Eagles at Marvel Stadium. Quarter time, level, 4 goals, 5 apiece. Let's go to this second quarter. Second quarter, Western Bulldogs kicking 6 goals, 1 to West Coast, 2 goals, 6. And half time, Bulldogs are up by 19 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Bulldogs have kicked 4 goals, 2 to West Coast, 2 goals, 5. And Bulldogs are up by 28 points at 3/4 time. Let's go to the last quarter. Last quarter, West Coast kicked 4 goals, 1 to Bulldogs, 3 goals, 4. And in the end, Western Bulldogs have won by 25 points. Final scores, Western Bulldogs 17-12, 114 to West Coast, 12-17, 89. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Richmond versus Port Adelaide at MCG. Port Adelaide, they've kicked 5 goals, 3 in the first quarter to Richmond, 2 goals, 2. Port Adelaide are up by 19 points second quarter. Richmond have kicked 3 goals, 3 to Port Adelaide, 1, 2. Richmond are down by 6 points at halftime. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, Port Adelaide won it by 3 points, 3-5 to 3-2. Richmond are down by 9 points. Let's go to the last quarter. And in the end, Port Adelaide have won by 21 points. They've kicked 3 goals, 5 to Richmond, 1-5 in the last quarter. Final scores, Richmond 9-12, 66 to Port Adelaide, 12-15, 87. All right, let's go to the next game. It's St Kilda versus Carlton. Carlton have kicked 5 goals, 3, 33 to St Kilda, 1-17. Carlton are up by 26 points. Let's go to the second quarter. Second quarter, St Kilda have kicked 6 goals, 5 to 5-6. And Carlton are up by 21 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, St Kilda have kicked 4 goals, 3 to Carlton, 3 goals, 5. And Carlton still lead by 17 points. Let's go to the last quarter of this game. And Carlton have won it by 26 points. They kicked 6 goals, 6 to St Kilda, 5 goals, 3. Final scores, St Kilda 16-12, 108 to Carlton, 19 goals, 20, 134. All right, let's go to the last game of the round. It's Geelong versus Fremantle down at GMHBA Stadium. We've got Geelong at quarter time leading by 8 points, 30-22. Second quarter, Geelong kicking 4 goals, 6 to Fremantle, 1-2. And at halftime, Geelong are leading by 5 goals. Third quarter, we've got Geelong kicking 4 goals, 3 to Fremantle, 3 goals, 2. And Geelong are leading by 37 points at 3/4 time. Let's go to the last quarter. In the last quarter, Fremantle kicking 5 goals, 2 to Geelong, 2 goals, 6. But in the end, Geelong have won by 23 points. Final scores, Geelong 14-21, 105 to Fremantle, 12 goals, 10, 82. All right, we've got a new leader on top. We've got Port Adelaide on top with Melbourne second, GWS Giants third. They're all on 16 points. So 4 wins for the season out of 5. Collingwood fourth. They've won 3 wins and 2 losses. And then the remaining 4 teams in the 8, we've got Adelaide Crows, Geelong Cats, Richmond, and Gold Coast Suns. And then we've got Brisbane in 12th spot, Sydney 11th, and down the bottom, with no wins at the moment, West Coast Eagles with 5 losses in a row. Yeah, they're probably no chance for the top 4 if they get on a run, but they've still got the remainder of the season to try and get into that top 8. All right, that concludes round 5 for AFT Dice season 5. We've got in round 6 the probably the blockbuster of the round. We've got Port GWS Giants versus the Suns. So GWS are in 3rd and Gold Coast are in 8th. So it's probably the match of the round for next round. Okay, we'll see you next time on AFT Dice Season 5.